Hello, viewers. Welcome back to yet another captivating episode on the Bizz Show. We are thrilled to have Mr. Srinivas Pindi, VP Talent Acquisition and HR at Phenom. With over 25 years of experience in HR and a top voice on LinkedIn, has been a driving force in this field. Let's welcome Mr. Srinivas. Hello, Mr. Srinivas. It's an absolute pleasure having you here today with us on the Bizz Show. Thanks for accepting our invitation.
Okay, yeah, it was pleasure coming here.
So, sir, we would like to know about your career journey and what initially drew you towards human resources.
So basically, I'm a law graduate. I
Okay.
did my law from AU. My dad was a union leader in like railways. So I used to see him every day, talking to the workers who used to come to my home to solve their problems. They have some issues and all that stuff. I used to watch my dad, how he used to solve those problems and all that stuff. So that really made me like to think that, hey, this is something where, we can connect to the people and try to solve their problems and all that stuff, which I used to feel that, once their problems are solved, they used to be very happy. They used to come back to my father again, say, thank you so much, because of you, all these things happen. So that really motivated me that I have to do something related to people. So then I did my MBA, and like that I went into HR, because for me at the end of the day it is all about people. That really made me to like go into HR.
And so, your job profile?
So I've been in the market for almost 30 years. Right from my career, I was in HR. I was handling end-to-end HR till today. So way back when I started my career, it was like more like a personal department people used to call. Now it has become human resources, but again it's split. So I handle right from hire to retire kind of a thing. I worked for mostly my experience is into startups, and also I worked in a little stint in logistics. Otherwise, my whole journey is into IT and ITS itself.
That's very inspiring, sir.
Yeah.
So, coming to HR transformation, so what does it mean for you, and what are some essential components of a successful transformation within an organization?
Okay, so that's a great question. So now what HR is like different if you look at 15 years back. Definitely it is like transformed. For example, you are living in a home and you want to do renovation for your house by having all that mess in the house. So it is existing, but you want to change it. So earlier, as I said, the whole HR is like from hire to retire, they used to handle. Now it is becoming verticals. Recruitment has become a vertical called talent acquisition. It has become a payroll one like vertical, comp and ben one vertical, training one vertical and all. So now HR is split now. It is no more saying that I'm handling from hire to retire. People with like my experience and all, they can normally say now HR has given more opportunities for like people to even grow in their own verticals,
Space, yeah.
and technology has taken over more now. So when like technology is like they're taken over more, it's not that people will lose jobs, because there is a lot of buzz, like a lip word saying that AI has come, the jobs
Absolutely,
are lost.
yeah.
It's nothing like that. Frankly speaking, AI has come and it has reduced the mundane work what manually the people used to do it. That's where technology is like helping, so that you can do more productive work and you can be more efficient. That's the transformation which has happened, especially in the HR space. And if you want me to give you an example, if you have a recruiter, right? Earlier days, if you have to hire someone, you will get 1,000 profiles. You have to sit and do every screening and all of
Yeah.
each profile, talk and all that, give calls and all on phones. All that job used to be there. Now it's not there. AI is helping you all that. In the 1,000 profiles, AI is allowing you to pick top 10. So the work of the person is being reduced so that he or she can concentrate on more productive work. It's like that.
So actually, that was my next question because
Okay.
we have seen that technology is changing the way how people are being recruited and
Yeah.
also in talent acquisition, have you
Mhm.
mentioned.
Yeah.
So can you tell us about a few trends?
Especially into like TA space, right? AI is being used more, because for any company, people are important. You need to hire the best. You need to hire the right job or right talent. You know, you need to fit into that. Otherwise, the company will face problems, and the candidate will be there for 3 months and say, "Hey, I'm not a guy for this job." He will quit and go.
Hmm.
Especially in the IT space, the attrition is more compared to any other domains like manufacturing,
Hmm.
farm, and all. Attrition is more. Again, if I have to replace someone, it will take a lot of work for me. So AI comes and helps there to hire the right talent for you, who fits into your job. And again, more about skill set, there is a culture also there. There is a behavior culture also. Even we can test the behaviors of the person through AI also. So what's happening is my hiring time is being reduced when I'm using AI. Earlier days, it used to take me, for example, 5 days to close one role. Now it's taking me only 2 days. So your hiring time is getting reduced and you are getting the best talent which can fit into the requirement as per your skill set. So that's how AI is really helping in the talent acquisition space. And also, right, your interviews. Some companies will have 4 rounds of interviews, some companies will have 5,
Yeah.
some companies, depending upon the role that you have it. Now what happens, right? You have video interviewing also now. So I do the video interviews and all. Candidate need not come to the office because thanks
It's
to
all
COVID,
remote. Yeah.
you need not come to the office. You do the video interviews and all, and it is all saved for you. And from the video itself, you can even prompt your messages and all. So the next interviewer will have a kind of a backup, or will know what the first interview spoke and how this candidate has like answered. He need not ask the candidate again the repeated questions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so the hiring manager time is also getting reduced. Earlier they used to write feedbacks with like pen and paper. Now
Yeah, yeah.
you need not write it. Through your voice itself, it has been recorded there, and all the feedback is like there. So all this, the like job of manual work, back end work, is being taken care of by like AI.
So that's absolutely true. So, sir, as said, we need not fear that AI is replacing humans.
Yeah.
It's like more of an enabler for our work.
That's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm like, I hear a lot because I go and talk and all that. There are a lot of questions coming to me, when I go for campus hirings and when we do some talks and all, seminars and all. AI is coming. We are losing. No, that's not the reality at all. AI is helping us to do our jobs better. It is
Absolutely.
helping us to be more efficient. It is helping us to be more productive. Because now I'm not spending that manual work now, that 3-4 hours, and I can use that my time productively in like elsewhere.
Yeah. As you mentioned, people are very important for any organization. So these days there's a buzz around people first culture. So how do you define it and what strategies you think are most efficient in driving this culture in an organization?
See, that's again a good question. See, again, culture depends upon companies to companies. The companies have got different culture, but I can vouch for IT and ITS companies. See, now people think that culture is giving free coffees, free lunch, and snacks and all that stuff. It is all about how well you are being valued your employee. The employee should feel that, hey, this company is taking care of me. You need to value your people in the company. It's not that just giving benefits, policies, and all that. Are you hearing it to them or not? Even the like small things in the company, for example, right? The AC, for example, you have a problem, and the guy will ping in the internal chat, hey, the AC is not working. If you reply to that guy fast, within a second, and you solve that problem, employee is happy. Even the small people are not worried about salaries and all this stuff, but people are worried about small things which will definitely hit them and say that, hey, my voice is being heard. Even a small thing is being heard. That's where the employee feels that, okay, I'm valued in the company.
Yeah.
And you take feedbacks, you connect with the people, you do all that stuff. If you're not, for example, you'll have an open house with all the employees, try to take the feedbacks and all that stuff. And if you're not solving at least 40% of the feedback what they gave, they don't trust you. Next time when you go and ask for feedback, they will not give. Hey, Srini comes always, he asks for feedback and he
There's
says,
no
okay,
implementation.
you're not implement. So you need to value. So that culture should be there. This is across. The employee should feel responsible. Hey, I need to do something for this company. Then the output will be different. Otherwise, 9 to 5 job, an employee will come, he will do it, and the output will be there. But when you feel responsible and say that, hey, I need to be here in this company, I want to grow in this company, I need to give my best, the output will be different. If you can create that culture, in the company, that the employees are valued. See, salaries, hikes, benefits, policies, these are a part and parcel of it. Every company has it. How are you different? So if you look at our company Phenom, our tagline is not normal. So we don't do things which are like normal.
Yeah.
We do things which are different. And if you look at our products, and the way what we do in the company is all about experience. We create experience through our products to the candidate who applies for the job, for the recruiter who hires the candidates, for the hiring manager who hires people, and for the employee, for the internal growth in the company. We create experience. The reason is experience is something which you will feel,
Feel. Yeah.
which will be within you. It will not go away. It's like a pain, right? Pain always you can feel the pain. Like that experience, right? You can feel it. So in Phenom, we create that experience.
Absolutely, sir. It's inspiring. So, talking about people, we have spoken about how people should be feeling important in an organization. So these days we see that D&I, diversity and inclusion, is also very important and is being spoken about all over the world. So, what are the effective ways in which you try to implement D&I strategies?
Yeah. So again, right? So I'm doing my PhD from AU. I'm almost done.
Okay.
When I choose the topic as DI, my guide asked me, "Why are you doing this?" Because I never heard about it. Then I told him, yes, sir, because you are into the academic, you will not hear. Because we are in the market, we need to do it. So I explained him why we need to do this. Because lot of people, lot of companies talk about D&I. And they say, okay, I'm meeting my numbers. It is all about numbers,
game.
But really you are like doing it. That's what my like topic also. So in like Phenom, right, what we did is, because frankly speaking, openly, we have less diversity. The reason is we are a product based company. We are not like a service based company or an IT company, product based. You need to have creativity, technology. There are a lot of things that we need to look into people. And again, people, when we talk about diversity, they talk about gender. It's not that. It is inclusivity, equality also. So because of we are into a product company, our product is being used by accessibility also. So we have people who can't hear, who are blind, but they still have to use the product. So we have those kind of people also in the company. Diversity, what we are doing right now in like Phenom is, we have started a program called Shinoms. It is like a flagship program of our CEO Haribhai Reddy. We initiated that. The reason is we want our female employees in the company to grow to the next level. See, if you look at most of the companies, right, they are at manager level only. You will not find leaders at all. You will find, but they'll be very less percentage.
Fraction is very less.
If you look at, there are 30% at the manager level, it will be 2% at the leaders. So from manager to become a leader, there is a huge gap. So we want to see our Shinoms to grow to the leadership level. So we started a mentorship program for them for like 6 months. So these programs will definitely help. It's not that you should give a separate benefit and all that stuff. You need to allow them to grow in their careers. If you ask me, diversity starts at your home. Your in-laws, your husband, they have to allow you to work. So diversity has to start at your home, not at the office. Because every company, trust me, they will support women employees to grow up in their careers. But if you don't have your personal support, right, you can't grow.
Difficult.
So I feel that diversity has to start at your home.
That's very inspiring, sir. So let's talk about trends here. So as you have said, technology is playing a major role. We have seen that AI and automation, machine learning, is data analytics, they're everywhere. So let's talk about the next 5 or 10 years. In the long run, how do you see this technology impacting the field of HR?
See, for HR, right, earlier days, HR is like a support function. HR is like a debt. Finance, HR, admin, because they don't generate revenue. Right. So we used to get less importance. First, if you talk about layoff, HR or somebody, you say you guys go, because you're not creating any kind of value. That's what people used to think. But today, HR is generating revenue. HR has become it is a part of the boardroom now. Earlier, HR people never used to sit in the boardrooms, but today HR sits in the boardroom and they they even be a part of decision makings on key strategies of the companies. Okay. For that, especially for HR, data is important. Data plays a very, very crucial role if I have to implement any strategy. For example, if I have to control my attrition is more. Okay. I need to control my attrition. I need data. So where is the attrition coming from? At lower level, mid level, or at the manager level? Okay. We found that, okay, we are, so, and even with this tech, right, if you take the example of attrition, I can go into a minute details like, okay, my attrition is more because I hired more I hired some people from one particular university, for example. I can go and check in my attrition of like 2 to 3 years experienced people where the attrition is. I can check by university or by location that they come from, or from which company have they come from, or which skill set that they have come from. So now, because of the tech, right, I'm getting a detailed dashboard, detailed numbers where I can take a call, where I can improve those areas or implement a strategy. For example, there are 2 years guys who are leaving my company and going. Then what should I do? I should retain them. How can I retain them? So I look at the data. The data throws me. For some people say salary, some people say culture, some people say manager. Hey, I'm bored in this company that the like technology is old. I can improve it. So how do I retain my people? With the data, I can take a decision. Earlier, it is all manual work, and I need not know what's happening. Also now, I know the whole world within my HR what is happening end to end. I get a one screenshot of all the data of mine, even though the employees are spread across the globe.
But sir, in this context, I also feel that, technology is helping us. But if you see the work that, 10 people used to do, that a system is doing it now. So there's also an argument that, especially in this support functions, like you mentioned in the HR finance. So since systems have taken up, there's a lot of reduction in the manpower in these departments. So what's your take on it?
No, that's absolutely wrong.
Okay.
Maybe it will be like 0.1%. Right? As I said earlier, it is all about, it is not taking complete job, right? It is only taking a part of your job. That is, 1 hour or 2 hours of your work is being taken away by AI. Not the entire job. I'm not replacing one person with one tool, right? I'm only helping the person, the like role to take the support of tech and give me the better results. Give me the productivity. Now, what's happening is, same, I'm coming to talent acquisition because it is easy to connect. Earlier, I used to hire 2 people. Now, I'm hiring 5 people. My job is not gone. Earlier, it is only 2 people I used to hire in like week. Now, in a week, I'm hiring 5 people. So, there is no change in it. The change is only that the manual work which is being done is being taken by the technology. Okay. So, that's the only thing. It's only a myth, man. See again, if you're not adopting technology, then you lose your job.
We need to stay updated.
Yeah. You need to adopt the tech. If you're not adopting the tech, then obviously you are not there in the race. If you are adopting technology, you are being paid more now because you are giving more work now. So technology has to be adopted. If you're not doing that, then you're out of race.
So everybody has to stay updated.
Yeah, absolutely.
Employees and the company as well.
Both. Yeah.
So sir, in this context, what advice would you give young professionals who are pursuing their career in human resources, who aspire to take on leadership roles?
See, the first thing that I'll see, HR is like, it's not like a software jobs where you get like a BPO jobs and all. You need to have a passion for people. HR suits for people who has passion to do something. And for HR people, who wants to build a career in HR, they should have strong listening skills. You must not talk. Whether you interview people, whether you talk to employees, whatever, you should listen. You should have a lot of listening skills. That means you need to have a lot of patience. Because in a day, people come with a lot of queries to you and say that, hey, this is the problem, that is the problem, all these things. You need to have a patience to listen and you need to answer them. So I advise that they should have a lot of listening skills and patience. And then, as I said, adopt technology. And you need to be updated. You need to be very good in like psychology also. Because a lot of jobs, it's not MBA HR. People think that MBA, if you have an MBA HR, you can get in. If you have psychology, you'll be given more preference because you need to read the minds of people. At least 30%. The way the candidate sits, the way they answer, the flow, the language, everything will be observed. So, if you have a psychology background, you'll be more given chances. Preferences. So, like that, and you have a lot of opportunities now, as I told you. HR has become like an ocean now. As I said, right, it is split into different verticals now. So, you can pick and choose in which vertical that you want to grow in life. So definitely, I feel, HR's job is like today's world. It's like very proud that you feel that, hey, I'm like HR guy.
That's true, sir. But in this context, if we see, I think in the earlier days, people were more loyal. They were abiding by the company. But now you see the Gen Z or millennials, their personal self-respect, or you say the compensation, it matters to them more. And they don't go with, with the principles or ethics or loyalty. They might join this day and resign the next day saying that I found a better
Yeah.
offer. So in this scenario, what do you think binds the employees to a company?
Okay. Luckily, it's not that because I'm from HR. In HR, that trend has not come.
Okay.
You see the trend more in the engineering side,
Okay.
into the tech jobs and all that.
Hmm.
HR, it has not come yet, because you need to stick to the company at least for 2-3 years. Minimum 3 years if
3 years.
you
Yeah.
have to learn and prove, because
Hmm.
the next company will ask you, what have you done? So
Absolutely.
you need
Yeah.
to tell us, you need to have a story to tell. Your success story, you need to have to tell. So for that to become successful, you at least need to stick for around 3 to 4 years. Otherwise, in HR, you will not.
Hmm.
If you normally, right, if you see a profile and you are hopping,
Yeah.
then obviously being in HR, you say you being in HR, you should,
Maintain
look at
consistency.
people,
Yeah.
and you hop 5 jobs in like 5
Hmm.
years. They may have some valid reasons,
Yeah.
but still, right? So as of now, there is in HR, but again, if you look at talent acquisition, there is a lot of attrition.
Oh.
But if you look at HRBPs, right, general HR, there you have less attrition.
Hmm.
Recruiters, as you said, 1.5 year, 2 years max they'll be, and they'll jump, because it is all about the like new technologies coming in, or if the company has ceased hiring, for example, my hiring plans for next 2 years is, for example, 100 people that I want to ramp up,
Hmm.
and our plans have changed, the market is down, and I say I have only like 20 people,
Hmm.
then there is no hiring work. So the recruiters leave and go. Or the company says, hey, I have 4 recruiters, I think 2 are enough for me
Enough. Yeah.
right now, other 2 can go. So
Hmm.
in recruitment, you have attrition, but not in the
HR.
general HR,
Yeah.
in the HRBPs and all
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
stuff. Yeah.
So that makes sense. So as the VP and of talent acquisition and HR at Phenom, so you might have seen a lot of technologies being implemented. So how does your company basically integrate AI and automation into the HR processes? And these days, how are companies managing to recruit people and also managing to let them stay abiding to the company? And what innovations are you personally very proud of?
See, at like Phenom, right, when I joined the company, I've completed five years in like Phenom.
Okay.
So when I've joined the company, it is all about 200 plus people.
Hmm.
Now we are around 1,200 people in like India. So when I've joined, it is all about building teams and processes and all that stuff. And COVID has come, after I joined, handled COVID and all that stuff. Now, during my journey in like Phenom, because we are a product company, especially
Hmm.
into talent acquisition space, okay, we implemented a lot of technology also within the company. When after I joined, even though we are a tech company, we are not so tech savvy company. Even though we sell products, so we implemented now, and we use our own products. Okay, we like test our products first before we try to give it to our
Give it.
clients.
Yeah.
Okay, especially into the talent acquisition space
Hmm.
and all that stuff. So definitely, I and my team have become a game changer within the company of implementing the tech within Phenom, which has been proved now. So we have come to a stage where my team started building up products,
That's great. Yeah.
because HR domain is very, very important. If
Hmm.
you have to build a HR product,
Hmm.
you need to have a HR knowledge. So now my team is even helping
Build
my
products.
product team. Hey, if you want to build a PMS,
Hmm.
performance management tool, this is how it works.
Hmm.
So we could able to give the frameworks now, and we are even involved in testing, especially into talent acquisition, because we do a lot of hiring. So we are using our own product. At the end of the day, we are eating our own product and saying whether it is tasty or not. So we are doing so. There's a lot of tech which has been implemented within our company in the last 3-4 years on every area.
So that's very
Yeah.
inspiring.
Yeah.
So talking about Phenom in this context, Phenom Summit is being organized for the first time
Yeah.
in Hyderabad in India.
Yeah.
So what's the motivation behind the decision of organizing this summit in India, and what can attendees expect out of it?
Okay. So I am Phenom. We since last 7-8 years we are doing it in US in like Philly. If I'm not wrong, we are the third largest company especially in the HR
Oh.
conference space, which we do it in Philly. Last year, almost around 5,000 plus people have been there a part of the event, and we do 2-3 days events there. We want to bring that experience, as I said
Okay.
earlier,
Yeah.
to India. See, you don't find tech companies, HR tech product companies doing conferences.
Most
You
of
know,
it, yeah.
most of the companies are there, I don't want to name, they partner with somebody else.
Okay.
Okay, but
Yeah.
here we are doing it on our own. One, the reason why we want to bring it to India is because we want to enter into the Indian market, because we are a global company. India, we have not entered fully into the Indian market. So our clients are all like a global clients only.
Global, yeah.
So we want to enter into the Indian market, tell what product is ours, and as I told you earlier, how can you create experience for recruiter, for candidate, for manager, for employee. There are a lot of HR products in this world, right? It is just a tool, but ours is an experience. It's not a tool, ours is an experience. When you have an experience, right, you love to use it. So our adoption of our product will be more than any other tools, because the employee is getting experience, the candidate is getting experience, the hiring manager is getting experience. So the products are built with experience. And I don't know if I can tell this or not. A lot of people talk about AI, we have AI, we have AI and
Yeah.
all. Our product, 50% is built on AI.
Okay.
And we don't call ours as an AI product company at all, because our product only speaks.
For itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And AI we introduced almost on 4 or 5 years back, slowly. So, what we normally do is we make our product stock, we make our customers stock. But we never say that, hey, we are an AI product company and all that stuff. So, a lot of AI is being used in our product, where we are trying to remove the manual work and we are trying to push automation through AI. So that's why we are doing this
Event in India.
We have called all the HR leaders from
Oh.
different domains. Almost around 500 people are coming in.
Yeah.
All are directors and above. So we want to tell the whole HR leaders, hey, let's come together, right, and
Yeah.
adopt technology.
Technology.
See,
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to comment. There are a lot of people who are still not adopting
Technology
in
yeah.
HR. They talk. For example, I'm a leader in my company. I talk a lot of technology, but when it comes to reality, I don't implement in my team or in my company. So that we want every HR leader, every decision maker to use tech in HR, so that we can increase productivity, we can increase talent development within the company, we can build a very, very good career path for the employees, and at the end we can retain employees. Let's use tech and see that all the four are implemented, because productivity, retention, talent, these all are regular jargons which we use in the HR world.
Yeah.
But how do we retain that is very, very important. You use tech, your productivity will increase. You can develop your talent. You can retain your talent, right? And you can give the best experience to your talent if you're using technology. So let's all do that game changer, whatever we call, change that mindset and say that, hey guys, let's use tech and give the best to the company.
That's absolutely a pleasure to listen, sir.
Yeah.
So hope this summit is a big success.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for being on the Bizz Show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As we wrap up this enlightening conversation with Mr. Srinivas, stay tuned for more such interesting content. Subscribe to Bizz now.